What go down with the Major fan today? It's Major, and today's topic is Joey Swoll is getting canceled due to praising Hulk Hogan. So for those of y'all who don't know, Hulk Hogan did pass away recently, and Joey Swoll decided to give him some praise over the weekend for inspiring him. And a lot of people had a problem with that due to Hulk Hogan's racial comments on black people and things like that. So we're going to be getting more into that in this video. But before the video begins, only if you want to, and if you would like to see more of me, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Like, comment, and subscribe. Watch the end of the video so you know if you if you messing with me. If you're not, hey, maybe I'll get you on the next video. But with that being said and done, let's go ahead and get into it.
This past weekend, after Hulk Hogan died, a lot of people flocked to the internet to give their thoughts, opinions, and views on it, and very few gave their condolences. One of those few was gym cop Joey Swoll, and his tribute to Hulk Hogan did not go the best. Joey Swoll rose to internet ranks for being what people call a gym cop. He looks at gym videos that he gets on the internet sent to him or that he discovers and gives criticisms and critiques about people that do these certain things.
Of all the videos I do, the ones that piss me off the most are seeing people disrespect the custodians and janitors in the gym. I can't stand when someone thinks that just because someone is cleaning that you are better than them and you can treat them this way.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
I have got a doozy of an update from the video last night where this woman gets upset with another woman, calls her a Karen, all because she asked her politely not to film her in the gym. Now, was she accountable, realizing that what she did was wrong? And if somebody asks you not to film them, you should respect that. No, of course not. Instead, she sent me a cease and desist and threatened to sue me.
Most people love and respect Joey Swoll for...
Yeah, man, I was one of them people that messed with Joey Swoll because of that. Like, Joey Swoll had a lot of good things to say, especially like when it came to gym culture and, how sometimes it can be crazy, just people, they want to set up their phone and record, and every little thing that happens, they want to complain about it. Oh, this person got in my way while I'm recording and things like that. And Joey Swoll will always get on them people about that, as y'all seen in the videos that he just posted. But I mess with Joey Swoll because of that, but if he uploaded that guy, he was working out his Hulk Hogan. God dang, man. I'm gonna have to pack Joey Swoll up because he was working out his Hulk Hogan. Dang, man.
A plethora of reasons, but mostly because he is holding people accountable for their actions. The word that the internet loves to just throw around left, right, and sideways. A lot of the content is good-hearted in nature. I mean, there are people who are self-centered and, are egotistical. They go to the gym and they have different complaints, etc., etc. So Joey Swoll just calls them out. But the key thing here is that he is supposed to be Mr. Accountable for your actions. Which brings us to the reason why everybody's calling him a hypocrite and a loser on the internet. Hulk Hogan's death and his actions while he was living.
Hulk Hogan's death gets even crazier when you realize he passed away today, which is the 10-year anniversary when he made those racist remarks. On July 24, 2015, that's when the New York Times made the article of him apologizing for his comment. And during this time, this is when he lost his WWE contract. That's when he lost the Legends deal. WWE had kind of put him on the blacklisted block list. Now, of course, over the years, WWE was trying to mend that relationship, but it just never really hit the same. And, if you're not a wrestling fan, you probably don't know this, but on Hulk Hogan's last appearance in the WWE, which was actually this year, not too long ago, he was booed.
Back in 2012, there was a tape featuring Hulk Hogan that was captured in 2007, which featured him saying a bunch of slurs, a bunch of racial epithets, just some of the most vile things about black people. And granted, this tape should not have gotten leaked, so we shouldn't have seen the Hulkamania running wild on any woman. But the thing that a lot of the community took away from it at large was that, man, Hulk Hogan is a racist. By the way, I'm gonna mention more racial incidents.
Dang, I ain't know it came from a tape. I ain't know that. Man, he was talking about, he was being racist during the tape. Man, what type of race play and freaky stuff he had going on? What? I ain't know that, man. That's real wild.
featuring Hulk Hogan, and I'm gonna say that he used the N-word. But I don't want people to think that he used the word ending in A. I'm black, I can say it. He didn't say the word nigga.
I put the H on it to emphasize it's nigga.
He used the ER, you know, the strong ER. What he said was something along the lines of, I mean, I'd rather if she...
Yeah, so this is what I seen right here. And, you know, this why I ain't mess with Hulk Hogan. Like, this what I seen, and you know, I remember when it was going crazy at the time when this first came out about Hulk Hogan. And I was like, dang, man. I remember as a little kid, I used to be wanting to rip my shirt like Hulk Hogan and everything. I thought Hulk Hogan was fly. You know, the real American. Nah, man, I know. Well, this is real American. It's on point with his brand. But I had to stop messing with Hulk Hogan after that. After this, I had to stop messing with Hulk Hogan.
Was going to fuck some N-word, I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot-tall N-word worth $100 million. Like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little fucking racist. Fucking N-word. No, that's not me putting any sauce on it. That's actually what Hulk Hogan said. Now, when that incident happened, the WWE scrubbed every reference of Hulk Hogan. His career was marred. And again, I wish that was the only one, but there was more. There was also some 2008 comments from a call between Hulk Hogan and his son Nick, where he was serving time for a car crash that left his friend permanently disabled. In that phone call, Hulk Hogan used the N-word more and more stereotypical words about other races. He'd apologized for those incidents and said that he's not racist, it's just that he's a product of his environment. And there's a lot of stories and details about other things that Hulk Hogan has done in his past that were also racial or also lacking empathy or also just showing how he was a dickhead. Notably, a wrestler called the Iron Sheik has nothing positive to say about him while he was living. And a lot of people in his death also had not very positive things to say about Hulk Hogan.
Stop saying rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. His motherfucking ass was racist. I mean, if you racist, you can say rest in peace to him, but to people that ain't racist, fuck him because he was racist as fuck.
Now, during the times of somebody passing away, we usually give a moment of silence. But for Hulk Hogan, let's give a moment of very loud noise and let him rest. Not in peace, just rest. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day.
R.I.P. to Hulk. Listen, I'm not gonna be one of these dudes coming on here being like, oh, Hulk Hogan died. Oh, well. At the end of the day, like, y'all have to give your flowers to Hulk Hogan.
No, the fuck I don't, actually. What the fuck are you talking about, Kevin? I have to give my flowers to a racist, evil person because he had a good run 30 fucking years ago before I was born? Yeah, fuck no.
Part of the reason why he...
Bro, that's like me saying, I gotta give my my flowers to, you know, one of them soldiers who fought for the South back in the day. Even though they was racist, they fought for me. What? No, I don't. No, I don't. They were racist. Why would I? They wasn't fighting for me. They was fighting so the South can rise. Nah, man. Nah. That ain't it, man. You can't give your flowers to somebody, especially with a bad history. Like, come on, man. At least I'm not doing it. You know, we can acknowledge that. Yeah, you know, like, nah, I don't even know. I don't even know, bro. I'm not giving my flowers to nobody. Call it petty, call it whatever, man. I'm not giving my flowers to nobody who's against me. No way.
picked up some sort of praise and recognition in the past couple of years is because he came out as a MAGA guy, you know, a Donald Trump supporter. So people have picked his name back up and championed him in the more recent times. But for the most part, the overwhelming majority of people, you know, disparaged him in his death. And to be honest with you, me, rightfully so. I totally agree with him. But Joey Swoll does not. Joey Swoll decided to post a tribute to Hulk Hogan or thanks to Hulk Hogan. And let me say this just first and foremost. We talk about parasocial relationships often on the internet. And I can understand, you know, feeling some sort of way when a celebrity dies. But I think that there are limits to certain things. Joey Swoll isn't too old, at least I don't think so, to really have this real deep relationship with Hulk Hogan. Hell, for most of his lifetime, he was probably a heel on wrestling. But to go to the extent of dressing up as him, going to the gym, and recording yourself is a new level of dick riding. But the funniest part about this is that Joey Swoll is Mr. Accountability. He should be able to recognize what the hell is going on with Hulk Hogan and understand that what he's doing is wrong, full stop, wholeheartedly. But no, he decided to put...
Yeah, like, especially how much Joey Swoll was online. Like, I don't know. I feel like I see Joey Swoll on the internet all the time. You know, it's his job to be on social media. He gets sent videos and everything all day. So, as much as he is online, man, I'm pretty sure he was seeing these things about Hulk Hogan, and it's bad stuff he's seen about. All of this bad stuff that he's seen about Hulk Hogan, I'm pretty sure he's seen it. Like, it's no way you can miss that. That's one of the first things that pop up about Hulk Hogan, like, people not really messing with Hulk Hogan. It's no way he could have seen that. Unless he was just scrolling past it because he didn't want to believe it. But come on, man. Hey, Joey, you got to be accountable for this. You got to. You hold everybody else accountable, you got to be accountable for this. I wonder if he apologized, or whatever they got to do to make up for they public relation, the PR and everything.
That video up, and people called him out because this is very hypocritical of somebody like Joey Swoll.
I'm convinced that anyone that does call out content as their mainstay is because they have skeletons in their own closet that they're hiding. Because what Joey Swoll has done in the last few days is just like, I thought you were a man that holds people accountable. But to a lot of white people, being racist is just a little thing. The same thing as making a wrong turn. It's just tiny. Why would you completely cancel someone for just being racist? Meanwhile, this man has a whole platform when he typically calls out minorities or women more than he does white people. When you start to see the underlying tones with Joey Swoll, you get why he sticks up for someone like Hulk Hogan.
I honestly agree with that video. People that do 100% call out
I ain't
culture
looked that
tend
deep
to
into
be
it.
hypocritical or pick and choose what they do or do not call out. And sure, you can make the excuse that, hey, they can't cover everything all the time. But it's very interesting what these people choose to call out and what they choose not to call out and specifically ignore. And people been clocking Joey Swoll's teeth. They say that he only selects minorities and women. They say that he lets racist comments in his own comment section slide. They say things like he's short. That part probably doesn't have anything to do with it. But nonetheless, they've been calling him out for being somebody who is not consistent. And you would think that Joey Swoll would address this and, try to rectify the situation. But no, he actually doubles down on it when he goes on live on TikTok.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't...
This is not what you do for PR. This is exactly what you don't do for PR. Hold on, let me go back.
Live on TikTok.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things. I don't know what he did, and he said something 20 years ago and apologized for it. If you're going to attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority that went and posted him as well. Okay, the man was nice to me. He made a mistake. I'm not God. People make mistakes in life. If you got a problem with that, look at yourself. There's not one single person in here that hasn't made a mistake in their life. So if you got a problem with that, then just leave or you'll be blocked.
Yo.
Bro, a mistake? It wasn't a mistake. First of all, saying something like that isn't a mistake. And second of all, how you make a mistake more than once? How? How do you make a mistake more than once? I could see one time, Maybe it slips up in a rap song or something. Even then, how do you make a mistake more than once? Come on, man. Cut it out, Joey Swoll. And then you say he did something 20 years ago. Come on, that still don't take away the fact that he did it. That's like if somebody committed a crime, like if somebody committed a crazy crime back then 20 years ago and then they wanted to be looked differently by society, you think people gonna let that slide? No, most people still gonna look at that person the same. That's just the way how life works. And I'm pretty sure you know this being on social media. Now you done ruined your name trying to defend Hulk Hogan. You done ruined your name trying to defend Hulk Hogan, Joey. And then you said colored. You said colored athletes. You know better. Come on, man. When was the last time you seen the word colored when you checking off the race list? Like whatever race you are. Man, it's been a minute since I seen colored. Come on, Joey. You making too many mistakes right now. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, it's not looking too good.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Outward racism like that is so insane. A couple things to pick apart here. Joey Swoll saying he doesn't know what he did, as if this isn't a Google search away, is insane. As I search Hulk Hogan today, all the top news is about how he's had a marred career post WWE times because of the racial sentiments that he's put out. Again, Joey Swoll isn't old enough to know like Hulk Hogan from like the early days of the WWE, WWF, but also he is not young enough to where he wasn't around when he was talking about his young daughter sleeping with 8-foot tall black men. You know, then Joey Swoll can't fool anybody. He can do a 10-page TikTok deep dive on somebody in the gym that's supposed to be labeled as a Karen, and he can do multiple follow-ups after follow-ups with lawsuits, etc., etc. But now all of a sudden his fingers and hands can't work for Hulk Hogan. Get the fuck out of here. And then the biggest elephant in the room. Colored choice. Yo, colored is the most insane thing in the world. But even more importantly, Joey Swoll says, if you're gonna get after me, go after those other colored athletes that are praising him too. Yeah, you and RG3 can get the fuck out of here. All of y'all are stupid. But the difference is that these colored athletes don't make content around holding people accountable for their actions or mishaps or racial remarks in the gym. That's you. You are Mr. Accountability. You are gym police. So why can't you hold Hulk Hogan accountable here? Mind you, we're not talking about somebody who was 16, 15, 14, born in the 30s that was making these comments. Maybe you give Hulk Hogan a pass there. I don't know. Hulk Hogan was 60 years old saying these things. Like, there's no real excuse for that. And Joey Swoll has to be a late 30s, 40-year-old man saying the word colored. What? That's the first words that come. That's what your mind goes to? Facts. Oh my gosh, are you
Facts. I ain't even think about that, bro. Come on, bruh. Come on. Saying colored? Like being a millennial in that millennial age and everything, and you saying colored? Bro, I haven't heard that word in forever. I haven't heard somebody say somebody is colored in a minute. Man, that boy took it all the way back, man. The real Hulk Hogan came out of Joey Swoll. Goodness gracious. I see why he probably looked up to Hulk Hogan.
Racist. Colored at that age is mad intentional. Joey Swoll did not grow up in an era in which that word was acceptable at all. I mentioned earlier that people had issue with how Joey Swoll deals with situations in his comment section.
The reason that this is basically the nail in the coffin is because people was already questioning why Joey Swoll never addressed racist comments. Anytime he posted a video where the bad gym person was black, all the comments were racist. All the top comments were racist. Even if he accidentally opened the comment section, he would see the racism in the comments, but he never addressed it. These are the comments with the most likes. This is his community. You have to address the bad things your community do, or you're just as bad as them.
But Don with the madness, I'm here to tell you that Joey Swoll has taken to the comment section, but to defend his name, not to, disparage any racist remarks being put there.
So what's crazy is that, like, on one of my old accounts on here, I made a video about Joey Swoll, and I can't find it now. I wish I had it. I gotta look for it. Hopefully it's still on my phone. But everybody's talking about him now, and I'm happy that you're finding out that he's a racist piece of crap. And yeah, this is what he just said on the video I was watching, that he said in his live stream. Colored?
Colored is so good.
I don't block people my moderator was blocking, not me. Okay. Your moderators are a reflection of you, right? You're the one who has the large platform. So typically, which I can only assume with a platform as large as yours, you give them instructions. And if they are blocking content creators who are saying, hey, you said something racist, and their first instinct is to block, that's because you said it that way. That was your parameters. You're not going to convince me anything else. And the simple fact that you now want to hop on my page and say, oh, you're not black now. Like, be so for real. You're all about accountability. And in this moment, when it's time to take accountability, you want to brush it off. Well, this minority said people of color. There's a difference. There's a difference from being called colored and people of color.
Mr. Joey Swoll, the Gym Cop Accountability Act is done. You can't even hold yourself accountable. You're going back and forth with people in their...
Yeah, he backpedaling on everything that he said. Like, at this point, Joey just need to stop talking. He gonna end up saying something else, and then he gonna have to backpedal and go back on what he said. Like, oh, no, I didn't mean that. Like, the more and more he talk, the more and more mistakes and more slip ups gonna come out of his mouth. Cause bro, he messing up. He messing up and he doubling down on it. Ooh, it's not looking good, Joey.
Comments placing blame on everyone else. Well, I heard somebody say this, or I heard somebody do that, or it was my moderators that do this, that, and the third. So of course I wouldn't expect you to hold Hulk Hogan accountable, but how can I take you seriously when I'm supposed to watch a video of you holding somebody in the gym accountable when you can't even be consistent across the platforms? Hell, even with yourself. It's just so weird, but also funny at the same time when people show their true colors across the internet. You know, I would be more happy if Joey Swoll just doubled down in some of the things that he did. You know, he puts his Hulk Hogan thing out, doesn't say anything behind it, or he just shuts the fuck up about any of this stuff. I don't really know. But
That's what
then
you
to
need to
go
do.
in the TikTok live and then in the comment section have his moderators block and ban people and make up bullshit like he's doing in these comment sections just really shows me that he is not about anything that he says. He's just doing those things to drive clicks and views. And he knows that, you know, getting on black women or other minorities or whatever the case may be is the way to drive views. So now you just opened up Pandora's box and you've given people the opportunity to put together a puzzle for you. Now look, I'm not gonna say you're racist. I've been not watching your content, so I don't know nothing about that shit. But if everything they're saying about you is true, then I'm 100% going to double down and agree with them. Hell, off the strength of saying colored alone in 2025.
Man, that's pretty much the end of the video. Yeah, that colored comment was crazy, man. I have not heard that statement or seen that word on paper in a minute. So for him to say that was wild. But you know, am I gonna say Joey Swoll is racist? You know, it's looking like it, but you know, I can't judge somebody just from off of the stuff that I see online. That, you know, that would kind of be crazy of me, but you know, we do it all day. But it's not looking good for him. It's not looking good for him based off of those comments. Those comments do make me think differently about Joey Swoll though. But y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Y'all go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. And I'll catch y'all on another one. Binge the rest of the videos on this channel. And I'll catch y'all later.